Yeah, the number one post-infinite deck right now, according to Untapped.gg, is actually this Marrow build. We're in the wake of all the various nerfs and buffs that landed in this week's over-the-air update. And right now, this deck stands among them all. It's a Fantomex Zombie Captain Marvel Wild Child deck, which I thought a lot of these cards showed promise, but we hadn't really seen them make their way into a good competitive list just yet. But this one has seemed to find a little bit of an opening actually in this meta, which is pretty cool. You know, Fantomex is still ultimately a 19 power play when it hits. Zombie Captain Marvel can actually do some cool stuff, although she can also backfire, I have to say. Marrow is efficient. Like, I've always thought Bucky Barnes at 7 is like this surprisingly efficient little card, you know, feeding into your destroy stuff while also establishing a nice 7 power output. Gambit can make some sneaky surprising plays while of course enabling your Fantomex alongside Blade. And ultimately you have a deck here that's like mostly destroy, but with just these little flyers of discards that get you to that Fantomex. And you know, I really think the star of this deck is probably Shadow King. You just need to be careful with it. There are some things you need to time well, like, you know, your Fantomex, your Carnage. Obviously don't Shadow King off the afflictions or the buffs you hit, but you know, you play it on a Wild Child, no problem. Other power output like Winter Soldier is totally fine for your Shadow King and can certainly blow up opponents very often, as you'll see a few times in this video. But this is a deck that kind of allows you to play Shadow King from a curve standpoint with no problems and just put out some like surprisingly good numbers. So I don't know if the data on this one's going to hold up crazy strong. I don't know if this will stay the number one deck as more and more games roll in, but it does look like it's going to be a competitive deck either way. And for now, definitely doing something a little different, a little surprising in the wake of the over-the-air update, as you're about to see. Bucky and Marrow, both 7-point cards to destroy. Muir Island, though, I guess a little weird for this deck. Is Muir Island a featured location? I guess I've seen it 3 or 4 times today, and it is a Sunday, yes. So there is actually a featured location. Death gone. I thought Wolverine Portrait we'd see destroy. It looks like maybe Hela instead. Isle of Silence, no problem. I mean, Shadow King's a great reset, right? So I think, well, I don't know. I mean, we need to dump a lot of power there still for Shadow King to flip, you know, like it's still got to compete against the raw numbers. Fantomex can come out now, yes. Then we'll just go like Carnage. Also, by the way, Killmonger is very good at removing that as well. Fantomex maybe goes left, actually, yeah. So we'll want to like Killmonger to clear out that Blade first. I mean, I don't know. Hell is just going to make life really awkward here sometimes. Oh, not a problem. I mean, we technically lose some points on Carnage, but not a problem. Hey, they really dodged the Blade too, which is great for both Shadow King and Killmonger, actually. So Wild Child does not want to go there. So maybe we don't worry about Shadow King stuff anymore. We just start doing this. I had a card destroyed, and Blade will have a card discarded. So Fantomex is good to go. Blade gets deleted. Carnage can still go right for some power there. Probably not likely to have a great Fantomex mid or right, because mid's maybe gonna have nothing. Right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh goodness. There's nothing left. Thank God. Does Fantomex get us anywhere here? They go to 21 mid. It's an 11-point delta. Wild Child, though, is gaining another 4, so that's a 7-point difference. I don't even really make up a 7-point difference, right? If I do this, that's 7 points. It's actually 8 maybe with the Shadow King debuff because I'm netting 1 over their 3 buffed cards. Mine are only buffed once each, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in theory, maybe, but it's still going to be really hard. Oh, Infinity Ultron actually sucks. Do we just win left and right now, actually, I think. I'm netting 4, and then they're losing 4. So I'm ahead 1 mid, 2 mid with Muir Island's new buff. And I'm actually winning right as well. Wow, what a swing, dude! Just flip everywhere. That's actually crazy. I didn't even think we'd win right. Man. Really cool, actually. Dude, what a great game. Fantomex, like, his numbers are nuts. Marrow's numbers are actually really good too. They did like remove some of them with a blink nicely for them. It's funny, like a lot of the cards in this deck were not getting played at first, and we'll see how this deck actually goes, but you know, really promising looking right now. But I gave a lot of these like good scores in my reviews and stuff. Like I said, like Fantomex is like, you know, this is a 19 power card or whatever, right? That's insane. Or maybe it was 18 at the time, right? Captain Marvel's got crazy big numbers. Marrow's really efficient. Wild Child's pretty efficient. Like a lot of these cards seemed promising to me. They just didn't quite coalesce into a deck, and now they are, and it's like, oh man, nice. Blade Marrow, but nothing on board. There could be, but let's just wait, right? Obviously, Altar Death, amazing for us too. I mean, that's just better probably. I do need to discard one thing, but it doesn't need to be the Marrow. So I guess like Altar of Death just to cheat a bunch of energies, pretty sweet. Nico is a Killmonger target, so all the buffs here, both from herself and Muir Island, are no problem to me. I think Wild Child can go here. Zombie Captain Marvel, maybe load up right. Bonus stuff. Forge. Oh, they were Zombie Galacti, right? I just remember seeing it now. I think I just recall seeing it, and this certainly looks like Zombie Galacti cards, although neither of them yet were green, interestingly. If we lost priority here, we could set up for a really cool Shadow King. Also a good chance we just kind of win left for free with Bucky Barnes, right? I don't know if they'll ever be able to get there. Nico move couldn't have gotten there anyway. That might have been their like best path normally to getting there. So Marrow actually does matter when hitting some of these non-green cards, so we might want to go for Marrow now. You could also actually just go for Shadow King already. It's a pretty big reset. You could also though try to save it if you think you're going to lose priority, but I don't know if we're ever going to lose priority after Bucky goes left. So part of me thinks like, hey, just Shadow King now. Turn down the Maverick basically, or perhaps it's still better. Maybe you still wait a little bit, right? Like, there's really no urgency. Doing it before Marrow would be the urgency, but can I lose priority doing Fantomex stuff, guys? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think Zombie Captain Marvel's happening at all. This. Oh, Magic is certainly a way for them to get over there. Oh, crap. I forgot about Magic. Oh, dang. Okay. So I definitely need to try to lose priority here into Shadow King. And I'll still need 21 points in that said location. So that would kind of have to be mid. So I sort of need to win one other spot. You could set up a Marrow Zombie Captain Marvel location. If you go Blade here, what are you at? You're at 9 and 7. So that's 16. And 3 is 19. And Shadow King would be 23. But I have to lose priority. Like, I'm never going to lose priority, am I? Especially if I play this stuff now. I mean, I cannot win without losing priority, so I have to lose priority. That's not even up for debate. They just blew their Shuri, right? Didn't Wingbeat? Yeah, Wingbeat just ate their Shuri. Maybe that was just to get the buff on Galacti as the leftmost card, right? Maybe they weren't thinking about anything else. So yeah, I can go Zombie Captain Marvel. Does it actually help? Presumably, but I really need to lose priority. I've lost it mid. Maybe I'll lose it left here. So next turn would be Gambit, Shadow King, Blade. Okay. Yeah, this is, yeah, as long as I lose priority, we got a shot here. Are they going already? Oh, they are, but they missed the Shuri, right? They missed the Shuri. Yeah, there was no Shuri hit here. They played the Wingbeat. Okay, but certainly not a problem on losing priority now. So now it's just about where do we win? You go Shadow King here. That resets all these guys, including that back down. They can play one more Zombie Galacti that's really big. They might just like play it left. That's fine. Then you go Gambit, and you can do that here, wherever. And then you go Blade. Doesn't matter what you're discarding. Then you go Zombie Captain Marvel, and then you go Fantomex. and you hope Captain Marvel wins you left. Right? That's the plan. Actually, a pretty good plan, I think. I hope I did everything in the right order. That's actually perfect. We don't care. Shadow King, we know is fine. It doesn't even matter what I hit here, I don't think. Nothing's relevant. Mid would be the best thing to hit, but it doesn't matter. Totally fine. Blade. Again, all doesn't matter. Left and mid are secure, so just perfect, man. Really, just a priority game, ultimately. Fantomex just rolling in more. Oh, actually, Captain Marvel can't even move, of course, because we're already winning left. But if they had played a Zombie Galacti, they had played a Zombie Galacti left, it was going to be 17, but really down to 15, which is a 14-point play here. Yeah, so she would have been 10 and 7 left. She would have moved, right? So yeah, we would have had a 17 to 14 win, because remember, Fantomex would have hit that Galacti as well. So yeah, all worked out great, man. Totally. That's a good 4-cube win right there, dude. Really clean. Really clean. They snapped us up, but we had answers, man. Shadow King solves that problem easy. Alrighty. Bucky's not ideal left. I mean, really, this whole deck's not ideal for Muir Island, but it is what it is. We can get Wild Child in there, though. That's fine. Bucky, Captain Marvel's a little better, but we'll be missing out on Muir. Stark Tower, also not ideal, but I will say this is kind of ideal, yeah. I don't want to risk it in Danger Room. Let's just line up for a good Captain Marvel here, a good Fantomex. Fantomex can go left. We don't have the discard yet, though. Gotta hit something for turn 6 to make Fantomex good. Electro holds on Danger Room. Imagine if they missed the Galactus there. That'd be pretty sad, wouldn't it? Do we go Zombie Captain Marvel first, I guess? It doesn't really matter. No, you go Fantomex first, because you want to get that Muir Island buff. Marvel still works fine on 5. I will say, though, being able to destroy the Marvel, I guess it doesn't really matter, maybe. This works out a little better for us, too, to protect the cube. Hey, there's our discarder, so we know Fantomex is going to be good. We're going to be deleting a lot of extra power here, but, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to be trying to move the Marvel mid anyway, so it's all sort of irrelevant. War Machine means one big guy here. First Steps or Infinite or Foom actually is also a possibility. So they could play Foom left to flip left. I would need 12 points in my back row. We also have priority, so... Oh, Wild Child actually just went off from the cube. It's only half though, so I guess I'm still gonna have another 4 flipping there as well. So yeah, you just go... Actually, we're not trying to win right at all, so you just go Gambit right, and then you go Blade mid, and you go Luna here. Blade will discard Killmonger. Oh, actually, Blade won't discard anything, because Gambit will discard, but that's fine. That's all we need. Yeah, this is good. There's no way we lose, right? Like, there's just literally no way we lose. Well, actually, I guess maybe a guy mid would maybe make me lose. A big enough guy mid. Uh-oh. Oh, God dang it! That's not what we wanted to see. I manifested my own idiocy. Ah, crap. Oh, we hit Infinite. Oh, wait, well, she's not big enough. No, wait, she is big enough. No, she won't move. Well, does she move? No, you idiot. Oh, she still moves anyway, guys. Wait. No, we're late to 7. Wait, why didn't they debuff? Oh, the bus from Stark Tower. No, it just didn't matter. Oh my God! Everything went wrong, dude. Asgard. Okay, Bucky's actually legit really good at contesting Asgard if you destroy him. If not, probably Luna Snow is better. What is my thumbnail going to be, by the way? Zombie Marrow? That'd be pretty sweet. Luna Snow Marrow would also be kind of cool looking, but because you could turn these into ice shards, right? Like, dang, now I'm torn. Do I go zombies or do I go... Oh, dude, both are cool, honestly. Dang, I don't know. I think I go... Do I even go Marrow, Zombie, Captain Marvel left here? Oh, Captain Marvel's going to move mid, though, so that doesn't really matter. So is Luna Snow, actually. I guess you could maybe just go Luna and... Well, I don't know. Oh, bro, Killmonger right now would be a juicy play. Oh, my God, a Killmonger right now. Please, one time in my life. for the 97th time in my life. Can I get the Killmonger, please? Shadow King. I think you stick to Luna here, but I'm a little sad. Spider-Ham here might be pretty disruptive too. I forgot Asteroid him already. Oh no. Maybe that's better than my other targets though, to be honest. Somehow we're still tied left. I need like Carnage, Killmonger, Gambit. It's kind of decent, right? Well, this is only if you're trying to win Asgard. I mean, Gambit moves out, but like, it's not good for Bucky because you're not really setting up a good destroy location. This would be better to set up a good Carnage since we lost our Captain Marvel. Gambit, I guess you'd want to hit Pig here. You maybe do this just to see what we grab, maybe. Yeah, I mean, nothing about this is great, to be honest. Maybe we hit a target left to win Asgard, but that seems unlikely. Sniping a werewolf would be pretty sweet, though. Flames, well, I guess both of those are going to get destroyed. So either way, really, the flames doesn't hurt us much. Hit that Spider-Ham. Win me Asgard. Oh. Okay, target, I guess. I was gonna say the Spider-Ham would be perfect retribution using the pig against it to destroy itself, right? Nicholas Scratch, kind of a throwaway. Their hand is very full though, which is a problem. Dude, a Killmonger here just makes my life 1,000 times better. Winning Asgard into Killmonger would have been such a dream. Blade is just really not very interesting. Opponent has priority, so who the heck knows where the Shadow King should go, but I think I do have to save it. Carnage, I guess, now is like your best top deck, but it looks very underwhelming. Incredibly underwhelming. You have to snipe some kind of crazy Shadow King and then win left with a big Carnage, I think. Killmonger actually might also do enough, I guess, if I think about it right. Killmonger's pretty nuts, too. Killmonger Shadow King would be a sick turn as well. Shadow King mid's looking better and better because I got a lot of Flames stuff hitting mid. Like, I'm gaining a lot of points off my stuff, regardless of what I debuff from them. Right also though has a lot of points to debuff. Carnage is actually probably my best hit. Let's just lock in on 2 spots, right? Like, do they have the werewolf left win though? Like, I think they want to play werewolf left, right? So maybe you do have to go mid on the Shadow King. Shadow King first though, because you want to make sure that the Marrow hits after. I hate that this just leaves right out to dry though. You know? You're going 9 to 11. Do you ever throw the blade out? Maybe there's a chance Marrow snipes it for you, but maybe you put the blade in here just to cover across 3. This covers kind of like werewolf mid, which I think is actually pretty reasonable for them, as is werewolf left, I guess. But I don't know, man. Let's just see what happens. I think there's a few ways to win this. Shu Lao is very big. Do we need 14 left? I don't think. Usually we're at 8 and 7. Oh, we do actually. Well, held up. Marvel Boy hits, though, so we don't know. We might need some Marrow hits to compensate. Mid is certainly a big snipe on the Shadow King there. They are giga overcommitted left. Wait, it's 6? Oh, no, let's say, wait, why was it 6? 8 is just taking a second to roll in. Nice. Shadow King is definitely the best card of the deck. Because everybody's like point decks right now, right? It's really good against Shu Lao, really good against so much stuff. Yeah, no, this is nice, dude. I think we had 15 to 14 here anyway, even without Marrow, maybe, but it looks like that's only because Marvel Boy missed that final round. You know, the positive points here was worth a lot, but of course the negative on Werewolf was even more insane. We flipped mid crazy hard. The Carnage top deck was legit. Killmonger also though probably wins that game. I didn't math it out, but it seems like it's so many points it almost have to. Early Hood, yeah, that's a great card for Zombie Captain Marvel to line up against. Yeah, so Hood, Marrow, Marvel. Guys, what thumbnail do I make? Do I make a Marrow, a Zombie Marrow, or a Luna Marrow? I think it's got to be Luna Marrow, man. It's number one, maybe a little more intriguing because they don't necessarily go together. People will be like, why is Luna Snow in this deck? Which I honestly can't answer that question for you anyway. I legitimately have no idea. Great question. Marvel, right? Yes, that's fine. Limbo's gonna give us some extra time here. Jennifer Kale, that's scary. That sort of looks like a big deck. Might be hard for them to get power left though, so maybe if we isolate down to one other spot, we'll be okay. Could save the demon for the post Killmonger if we think that's relevant. I don't know if Killmonger's even going to get played this game though. I mean, I'm not in a huge rush either way. I can take my time here a little bit, but Sarah, is that worthy of a Gambit snipe? It's a 1 in 3 right now. Could make it a little better with the Killmonger at the moment, but you might lose your Fantomex. Could delete the cube to give yourself a 50-50 on the Sarah. I mean, Sarah is clearly crazy important to their deck, right? The sad news for me is I don't want to lose any of my cards in hand, but I feel like I should go for a snipe here. I feel like Sarah is so key that a 50-50 is totally worth the trouble. I don't know. Might not be, right? But we're going to try it and see. We're going to try it and see. Is a 50-50 worth it here? Let's see. Animate! No! Why did it take 45 years for nothing to happen, dude? How annoying. Carnage is garbage. Wild Child is good left. Fantomex is fine mid, I guess. Danger will not hit Fantomex, importantly. Zombie Captain Marvel, I mean, I guess we can wait, right? What would I put there? Just a Bucky top deck, I suppose. Omega Red. Dude, is this a C6 deck? It is. What the heck? That's cool, dude. That's actually so cool. Do they have Luke Cage, though? Because if not, Fantomex is going to wreak havoc here. Blade is not great, but I can put... Well, in theory, you can put Carnage here. But only if I'm losing another location, right? I think you just don't play the Carnage, right? What's it help, really? It's just too risky. We're going to turn off a buff here from Cerebro, presumably, with no Luke Cage. So that's going to push this down to 4 power, actually. This is going to be 3. That's 7. And 9 is 16. I mean, Omega Red is probably winning. I mean, I have priority, so I know this isn't going to move to a location I'm losing. Like, it never does. So the Carnage... And also, I guess, in theory, the Blade doesn't really help us there either, right? In both cases, I think you just go for Zombie Captain Marvel Fantomex, right? Just do the Marrow, basically, I think is the upside here. Marrow could turn off Omega Red as well, I guess, which is pretty cool. Danger got absolutely demolished, dude. What the heck? Danger, like... Oh, they have Luke Cage! No! That's a problem. Well, that means we 100% just get Giga Turbo deleted, yeah. Sometimes, like, the bigger your Cerebro deck is, the less I think you need or want Luke Cage, right? So, like, you know, obviously for a 2-power Cerebro, he's insane. But 3-power, maybe still worth it. In other words, like, as the Cerebro becomes a lower percentage of your points, right? Like, a Cerebro is only... you know, half of the base power, so protecting the Cerebro isn't necessarily as valuable in a deck like this one, but of course it certainly proved to be here. I'm not saying it's not worth it, just less worth it sometimes, but given both Sewer System and my Affliction-y deck, totally insane Cerebro Luke Cage hits there. We were fine otherwise, it looks like. Yeah, let's toss around a hood over here. Favorite art in the game right there. Love that rescue. It's actually amazing. From the guy who does the what's that game called? Citizen Sleeper, I think. Right? Citizen Sleeper 1 and 2 actually. Muir Island's fine. Killmonger's nice for us. Was this a was this Zombie Galacti? I wasn't paying attention to the screen at the time. I don't actually know. We'll find out. They have a lot of 2-drops in that deck, so probably not. They have a lot of cheap cards, you know. Krakoa is really nice for Demon. Could definitely go ahead and just rip the Killmonger. Fantomex next turn. Yeah, I think that's fine. Chavez seems like a totally reasonable thing to hit. Nakia. Oh, more of a buff deck here. Okay, cool. Could maybe be a bot game? I don't know yet. Hard to say. Could just be a cool buff deck. I do love Fantomex Krakoa, though. I'm kind of falling behind a little bit on Stark Tower upside, but I mean, we're winning everywhere else super hard. A card like Marrow would be kind of bad for Fantomex, I guess, if we look at it, but a card like Carnage would be nuts. Blade and oh, what? Maybe they're like a buff swarm deck or something here. Gambit's pretty nuts. I think you just load up here, right? None of these cards are that valuable. This makes you pretty strong both mid and left and decently ahead right. You still got Fantomex upside, so I think across the board here you're just pretty happy. Not the best destroys for the Gambit, but you know, nothing here is weak either. Decent results across the field. Mid would probably be better to just net a bigger lead here. Wong, whoa. Do wonder if there was some kind of weird swarmy discardy combo thing being planned here. This is a terrible result, but it's probably fine. Support right a little bit. I'm kind of thinking this is maybe a bot though, ultimately. Oh yeah, that feels like a bot play for sure. The real opponent would have retreated, unfortunately. Pretty good game for us, sadly, against the bot. I mean, they didn't do much, so hard to say. All right, Wild Child is awesome. I love these cards actually like getting some significant play, man. It's weird because I like, you know, talking about all these cards. I think in the review season, I think I gave them all pretty solid, like promising scores. I thought they honestly had like the output necessary to be good, but we didn't really see a deck come together. I think I even said that about Zombie Captain Marvel, right? It's like, man, these just put out numbers. I think there's a lot of potential in all these numbers. It just didn't come together. But now at the weirdest time, like in his post nerf meta, this deck stands at the top somehow. Oh, that's good for us sometimes. They're also playing Fantomex, and they lost their Fantomex. Oh my god, that's a huge advantage for us already. Okay. We might lose ours to this though if it transforms into this. They may try to get it back too, but if they do, is it too late, right? Do we care about getting ours back is another question. Oh dang, that's a good hit. Are we gonna discard a Marrow? I mean, this blade right now is just totally dead. Do we want to destroy this or we want to discard it? I mean, I lost Carnage, so it's really just Zombie Captain Marvel right now, which might even be kind of hard to time. I think I leave this in hand, and I think I maybe just tempo a Shadow King. I might even tempo it in Muir Island. It turns off one buff, but then, you know, I'm kicking off the chain again next turn, right? Oh my goodness, okay. Gambit gets rid of the hood, destroys my Wild Child, so the Shadow King debuff is irrelevant. Fantomex will be good to go as soon as Blade is out, right? Oh god, no. Okay, we lost a Marrow. Great hit! That's totally fine. We love it. Okay. So, Fantomex has now had a discard and a destroy. Why doesn't he look active, though? Like, why does he only have one side glowing? We've had cards discarded and destroyed. I don't understand. I'm actually so confused. Why isn't he active? Why is he only showing one side, guys? I'm really legitimately very confused. I discarded two cards and I've destroyed, my card was destroyed. My Wild Child. I actually just legitimately do not understand. I'm discarding the demon like an actual moron. I forgot I'm discarding the demon. I got so distracted by this idiot thing. I realized it a half second too late. Oh my god. I played this in the wrong order like a moron. I am so confused why he's not glowing, guys. Please someone tell me why I just don't understand. Is he gonna work? He's just not glowing, right? Like he'll work, but he's not glowing surely, right? Oh, Marrow back. He does work. Okay. Oh, Shadow King sucks. Are we gonna hold anyway? Maybe hold up. How big are they? Oh yeah, we're holding. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. That was really just, I guess maybe the Sanctum didn't register the effect or something. It's like normally there's more of a white glow over here. I goosed this game, by the way. I should just have a demon in hand. Maybe should even hold Blade for this. I don't know. I didn't know I was gonna get a Luna Snow, so it might have been harder. I don't know. I don't really know.